Oh, it is good to be back. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's been a few weeks. I apologize. I caught the COVID. I don't know if you were paying attention. I posted a few times on my community pages and, of course, across my social media platforms. But it is good to return. Finally, I am feeling much, much better. I even got my taste back. I think that was the weirdest part about having COVID is not being able to taste anything. You know, it's interesting. I'm back for the first time in 2 weeks. And in the title, I just said, I kicked COVID's butt, which is absolutely true because I didn't go to the doctor. I just relaxed and took it easy. It sucked. I'll be honest, though. It definitely did suck. I was down for the count for a while. I was very tired. I felt very mentally exhausted. It's hard to explain for those maybe who have had COVID. But first day back, I say that I've kicked COVID's butt. And what do I get? But a thing down below that says, get COVID information. Like, I'm going to sit here and actually try to spew some sort of medical anything? Like, no way. Trust me, YouTube, I'm not doing that, all right? I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. I was just simply stating I wasn't live for a couple weeks because I had the COVID myself, and I have officially beaten it. I am negative as of, when did I take, I went and got a test. Thursday? I think Thursday of last Friday, maybe Friday. Thursday or Friday of last week, I was feeling significantly better, and it turned out I was negative. So it is good to be back, and of course, because I mentioned COVID at all, they had to add some sort of title. I mean, they're even changing the definition of things. I don't know if you guys saw this. Look at this. This is from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. They added for the anti-vaxxer, if you are against regulations mandating vaccination, they added this. That's nuts. Because from the whole time, I've never been against vaccines. Never. Not one time. I've always been against mandating and forcing people to do stuff and taking their livelihoods away, which, of course, Biden, made it front and center. And, of course, we find out later on that it, in fact, wasn't an actual mandate. It was just a press release saying that he was thinking about doing it. And, yeah, then he's getting sued. And the court is actually backing these people up, saying it is, in fact, unconstitutional. So that's lovely. Anyway, I feel fantastic. It feels so nice to come back and have oh, look at you guys. You guys are all hanging out. Great to see you, chat. I really did miss you when I was gone. It is great to be back. It's good to be seen. Thank you guys for tuning in, smashing that like button already. We've got an incredible smash to like to viewer ratio, and that's all thanks to all of you. Thank you so much. It is seriously great to be back. Today, I'm going to be discussing China. Now, I've talked about China a bunch on my show, but today we're going to talk about the White House shunning China? Really? What's this? Wait till you guys hear this, because I heard about this story and I'm like, you know what? Good. Oh, that's great. They're actually trying to call them out, but then it's so empty and hollow. You'll get it. So the Olympics are coming up in China, and the White House announced a diplomatic boycott. What does that mean? Well, we'll get into it. Then we're gonna talk about My Son Hunter. It's a new movie that's coming out that is a true story. Well, I guess based on a true story, but it's all about, you guessed it, Hunter Biden, and it is. I'm looking forward to seeing it because it's shining more of a light on the craziness that is the first son. Is that right? He's the first son, right? Because the president and the first son is Hunter. Anyway, we're going to talk about it. And a little shout out to Gina Carano because she's actually going to be in the movie as well. Then we're going to talk about a close call. There's an asteroid that's coming fairly close. Now, no worries, it's not going to hit Earth, but it is coming close enough that we're like, we could see it whiz by, and it's kind of crazy. We're going to talk about asteroids and maybe mining them in the future. And yeah, but before we do, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you all for, I see super chats coming in. You guys are amazing. It's great to see you all. It is really good to be back. It's really good to feel good. And actually, I got to say, it feels so good to taste coffee again. I didn't have coffee for like a week and a half because I couldn't taste anything. Seriously, I couldn't taste a thing. That was the weirdest thing about having COVID. Oh, I love good coffee. Good coffee is so hard to come by, isn't it? Not anymore, because you can, of course, check out my coffee company, CriglerCoffee.com. Go over and check it out. All right, first, let's check out what's going on. The White House boycotting China. Now, at first sounding, it sounds good. Like, oh, good. Why would they do that? Why? Because they, slave labor and, cheap products and maybe working with the cartel in Mexico to bring fentanyl into the country or what, there's a good list of reasons why to boycott China. On the surface, it seems good. This is from the New York Post. White House announces diplomatic Olympic boycott. Athletes will still compete. Wait, what? Why are the athletes still competing? How does that make any sense? Wait, huh? I saw this and I'm like, well, what's the boycott going to do if we're still sending people to go compete? The Biden administration announced a diplomatic boycott of February's Beijing's Winter Olympics Monday over what White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki deemed China's egregious human rights abuses and atrocities. The move, first reported by CNN late Sunday, means that no U.S. officials would attend events like the opening or closing ceremonies, but American athletes would still be allowed to compete. Oh, come on. Really? That's it? You're just not going to go to the opening ceremony, but everything else is going to be happening? No, a real boycott would say, you know what? We're not going to China at all, okay? Because of these atrocities. There's a tennis player, all right? She has been missing. The EU is demanding proof of, they want proof of life, basically. A tennis player, Peng Shuai. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize. But she is an incredible female tennis player, and the Chinese media is like showing proof of life with these weird like pictures of her. I think this is her on the right here. Appearing on the right. Yeah. The tennis star on the right. I mean, they've got these weird videos from the Chinese state-affiliated media on Twitter, just like, oh, look, she's with her friends. And you know how the Women's Tennis Association is handling a real boycott? I'll show you. They cancel over $1 billion worth of matches in China over the missing player. They're losing over $1 billion in matches. That's how you boycott China. You go, you know what, China? We're good. We're good. We're not even going to participate. We're not going to send our players over there at all because of all the atrocities that they're doing it over one player. Now the White House is saying, oh, there's all these atrocities going on and slave labor that it's so terrible. So we're not going to send any diplomats. We're still going to compete in the games because, we want to be a part of everything. But this will show them. Yeah, that'll show them, China. Oh my gosh. It makes me think of this article I read last week. So much stuff has happened over the past couple weeks. Excuse me. And it's hard to like wrap my head around what to really talk about, especially, after not being live for so long. But there was this article I read saying, it's from the Washington Post, of course. They were saying Biden is being tougher on China than Trump was. I kid you not, they wrote this article, and it is hilarious to think that they're claiming Biden is being tougher on China. What, because he's not sending some diplomats to the Olympics? as a boycott, even though everything else is the same. They're still sending athletes over there to compete. Why don't you follow in the footsteps of the Tennis Association and going, bye-bye, China. We're not even going to participate. We're not even going to have any of the matches over there because of one person that we don't even believe. We don't even believe you, China. Now, she actually came out and claimed that top-ranking CCP officer, I don't remember exactly, let's see. The tennis star went missing after she accused a former Communist Party official, Zhang Gaoli, of sexual assault, and there had been little evidence of her well-being since. Yeah, she claimed like 3 or 4 years ago that he forced himself and forced her to have sex with her. And that's, I mean, it's damning evidence. Of course, I'd like to see the evidence, but when suddenly she disappears and she's nowhere to be seen, it was probably true. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, she probably got black-bagged and removed from the scene because, you know, how dare you speak ill against anybody in the Chinese government? My. But, yeah, so when I see the White House, I've seen people like, oh, this is great. The White House is actually stepping up against China. It's like, no, they're not. That's all a freaking, it's a lie. It's fake. Oh, cool. You don't have to send a couple diplomats to go to the opening ceremonies, but all of the athletes are going to be there. So all of the athletes will be going to China, and this is not a boycott. A boycott is, peace, China. We're not working with you at all. We're not sending any of our tennis players to go into China and do any of this because we don't trust you at all. White House, they're playing right into it. Right into it. And, you know, there's a lot of other tennis players that are actually coming out in support. It's a really long article. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it doesn't matter. She's got the support of the tennis community. And they say that they're like, you know, it's a close-knit community. We're all family. We love each other. The circuit is really an awesome time because everyone knows each other. And she's part of that community. And China is basically like, nah, we don't care. This is our country and we do what we want. We black-bag people when they speak ill against us. And that's frightening. That is frightening. And the White House is claiming to stand up against China. Now they are? Really? Now? Really? It's frustrating. I mean, hey, I gotta say, you know what? It's good, right? I mean, we're seeing them stand up against China. I mean, in some sense, you know, this has got to piss China off a little bit, that the White House is saying, we're not going to send diplomats there. I mean, granted, that's not really doing much. You know, if the White House said, you know what, we're not sending any athletes at all to the Winter Olympics, period, because of your atrocities, that would be making a huge statement. But the fact that they're not sending diplomats, like, what does that even mean? How many diplomats would be going anyway? And what is it? It's just the opening ceremonies? Okay. All right. Well, what difference is that going to make? None. It's not going to make no difference. It's like the most empty-handed, like, boycott ever. It's not doing anything. So cool. Great job, Psaki, for claiming that you guys care about any of that. But when asked about Hunter Biden's laptop or its authenticity, which seemingly it's real, one of multiples now. I don't know if you know, there's multiple laptops out there. She was asked actually recently, and she was like, I don't want to talk about that. He's not a government employee. No, he's not, but he's the son of the president, Psaki. So it's actually pretty pertinent to be asked about it. Why? Because he was making deals with the Chinese companies when his father was vice president. Now his dad is actually president, and his workings are actually pretty important. But now we've got this video coming out. I saw this and I was like, oh snaps, this is gonna be good. My Son Hunter star seen coked up and passed out in a Biden flick. And it's gonna be like a based on a true story kind of vibe. Leading man Lawrence Fox is seen in lurid new photos playing a drug-addled first son, Hunter Biden, in a scene that shows him passed out after snorting cocaine off the breast of a scantily clad woman. Another still shows Hunter/Fox Hunter or Lawrence Fox creating the pricey artwork that's raised concern about political influence peddling. Yeah, that's what I was alluding to, because he's selling his artwork, terrible artwork, for $500,000 each, and they are not showing who's buying it. This sounds an awful lot like payments or laundering of some sort. Yeah, maybe 10% of the big guy. The pictures were posted Wednesday on Twitter. This, of course, was a couple weeks back now. I'd been sitting on this story because I obviously haven't been doing my show, but I had to talk about it. Let's see. We're posted on the Twitter account of My Son Hunter, along with the caption of "Beautiful Things," a sarcastic reference to the recent memoir written by President Biden's scandal-scarred son, who's admitted repeatedly struggled with drug and alcohol addictions. Here is one of the shots. I mean, this guy tried to smoke Parmesan cheese. He tried to smoke Parmesan cheese because he thought that it was crack. Yeah. Fox also recently posted an image that shows him clad in nothing but a white jockstrap, orange scarf, and a pair of aviator-style sunglasses favored by his dad while posing next to a woman in lingerie in a room strewn with clothing, which is, it's practically a meme. I mean, people are, that image of Hunter wearing the scarf with the aviators and the diaper thing, I don't know, it's jockstrap, I don't know what it was, a white jockstrap, yeah, whatever it is, I don't know. It's practically become its own meme. Well, it is. Who cares? Let's see. Last few days of @MySonHunter, Fox tweeted Wednesday along with a photo of himself in a character as a disheveled Hunter Biden smoking a cigarette. Now, this is an actual picture from the laptop. And here it is. This is actually Fox who's playing Hunter Biden. He is a British actor and conservative activist. Let's see here. He's saying, "It's been such a joy to act again and work with such wonderful, talented people." Fox is a British actor and conservative activist who lost a minor party bid for the London mayoralty earlier this year. The independent movie is being filmed in Serbia with help from crowdfunding campaign that's raised more than $1.6 million. In fact, I heard Gina Carano just finished filming a Western and then flew to Serbia like right afterwards to do this movie. And that's pretty amazing. She actually posted, this is one of her tweets, posting this. I don't know if this is like some sort of devilish girl from some sort of horror movie, but there's
I'm Gina Carano. I'm here
can you guys
on
hear
the
this?
set of My Son Hunter, the story of Hunter Biden and Joe Biden. We're in Belgrade, Serbia. It's such an incredible place. And I'm working with Lawrence Fox, one of the most amazing humans ever that I found in 2020.
So that's Hunter.
I'm so excited to be here.
She's the best, absolute best. I'm going to take my clothes off.
Lawrence Fox is somebody I found in 2020, and it's an absolute gem. I'm such a big fan of his, so to be working with him is incredible. And then Robert Davi, somebody who reached out to me
This guy.
after I got canceled. So he's our fearless leader, our director, somebody who I admire, and somebody who I believe is painting an incredible picture right now. And then John James is playing Joe Biden. John is just one of my favorite human beings, absolutely talented, amazing, and gentle-spirited. I just don't think it gets better than where I'm at right now. I'm so excited to be creating art, and I believe groundbreaking art. I believe what Robert Davi is doing with this film is just absolutely groundbreaking.
Woo! All right, so Gina, based as ever. I don't know if you guys follow Gina Carano, but you absolutely should. She is fantastic, and she's going to be in the movie. I don't know what part of the movie that she's going to be in, but it seems like they are going to be blowing it up, all right? Shining some more light on Hunter Biden, which I think needs to be a thing. I mean, they tried to vilify every single one of Trump's kids. Of course, nothing came to fruition because it was all BS, because they were raised in a business community. They know what they're doing. Unlike Hunter Biden, which talks about how he's got problems with alcohol and drugs, and it's pretty insane. I mean, the Trump family lost one of their family members to alcoholism. Trump's older brother in the 80s died. So it's really sad. And, he told Trump, he's like, hey, don't ever drink. And there's a reason why Trump doesn't drink. And, of course there's Trump wine now, but it doesn't matter. They've been through a lot, have lost family members to alcohol, and it's really sad. But when we've got weird dealings, like his firm actually basically gave China one of the largest cobalt mines on the planet, and now Biden's pushing for electric vehicles, which, I don't know if you know this, need cobalt to make the batteries. So now we are even more dependent on China and Chinese companies, which I'm so sick of that. So I'm glad more stuff is coming to light with this My Son Hunter movie. I'm looking forward to watching it and supporting Gina Carano and independent filmmakers and people that are trying to shine a light on things that need to be seen, which, I don't know if you noticed, the mainstream media really, really didn't want people talking about this laptop, even though it turned out to be authentic. All right, let's talk about cobalt, though, because there's a lot of cobalt in the universe, right? I mean, and we need this stuff. I think that we need to figure out a way to not dig into Earth anymore. They're just replacing one thing with another. I'm talking obviously about oil and gas and all that. I mean, I'm not talking about gas because we are a society built on gas. We can't just cut ourselves off. Pete Buttigieg the other day said, he straight up said, if people who don't want to worry about gas prices should just buy an electronic vehicle. Oh my gosh, how out of touch is this administration? Just buy an electronic vehicle. You don't have to worry about gas anymore. Oh, yeah, sure. Let me go buy a $50,000 vehicle, even $30,000. I mean, cars are expensive. New electronic vehicles, the EVs, they're not cheap at all. Okay, and batteries are incredibly expensive. So buying a used electronic vehicle when the batteries get shot, I mean, the batteries themselves are almost as much as a new car. It's not cheap at all. They're thinking that, oh, you know what, whatever, just let everyone get a new electronic vehicle. They don't have to worry about gas anymore. Well, that's insane to think about. I'm getting sidetracked here, but I do want to talk about asteroids. Okay, so there's an asteroid that's coming really close to Earth, and it's actually got a lot of cobalt in it. And I think that we really need to continue a conversation about mining these asteroids that are out there. I mean, there's a lot. Actually, I have a really awesome website. It's called Asterank. Check us out. Now, right now, I have it focused on 4660 Nereus. All right, and you can see this is its orbit around the sun. And these are all different asteroids that are being followed and monitored because, I mean, these are the ones that we know about, right? So here's our sun. You could see that it's going around the sun, and I believe this, you could see it's actually coming really close to Earth. So this is Earth's orbit right here. All right, third rock from the sun. Boom, you can see it's crossing our path. It's getting really close, okay? And so this is a New York Post article talking about it. Concerning asteroid will break into Earth's orbit in a week. Now, that sounds a lot more frightening than it actually is. NASA has warned that a giant asteroid bigger than the Eiffel Tower will break into Earth's orbit in just over a week. The 1,082-foot space rock is headed our way and should skim past us on December 11th. NASA has its eye on asteroid 4660 Nereus because it's well over 492 feet long and will come within 4.6 million miles. Now, that's actually, I believe it's like 10 times the distance past the moon. All right, so like when you say it's coming within our orbit, it's not like it's it's not like we're going to feel its presence or it's going to come. The Earth's orbit is quite large. But it still puts it in a potentially hazardous category. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. There is no need to panic, though, as asteroid Nereus isn't expected to impact Earth. If all goes well, it should shoot past our planet at 14,700 miles per hour. NASA is expecting the space rock to stay 2.4 million miles away from us. That's about 10 times the distance between Earth and the Moon. It may seem pretty far away, but it's actually close as near-Earth asteroids go. I mean, if you really think about it, that's incredibly close. 10 times the distance between us and the Moon in the scheme of the universe and, space and whatnot. I mean, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. I mean, I think it's really, 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 really important that we start being able to mine asteroids. Now, if you think about having the ability to mine asteroids means we can get to them, right? Land on them and return stuff back to Earth. So we would have to have some semblance of control over said asteroid. And that would, just being able to mine an asteroid would probably come with the ability to move the asteroid if we need to, or break it down and dismantle it so that it like they're talking about how this thing is taller than the Eiffel Tower. But if we can mine it, if we can get to it and mine it and break it down into smaller bits that would burn up in our atmosphere instead of actually slamming into Earth and maybe causing catastrophic damage, we really need to be aware of it. I mean, Oumuamua, right? It's that cigar-shaped, well, supposedly cigar-shaped object that came from interstellar space, came in, changed trajectory somehow, and left. We don't know what it is. There are credible scientists that are saying it's aliens. It hasn't been proven, of course. But the point of that, though, is it came from interstellar space. We had no idea of its presence. We didn't know anything about it. Now, let me bring this back up, this Asterank. This is a cool website because these are the ones that we are at. Ooh, I can zoom out. Check us out. So this is our solar system. These are all of the asteroids that are just spinning around our solar system that we're aware of. But there could be one with a huge orbit that goes way out and comes back in that we don't know about, or something that just comes from deep, interstellar space and just comes in, and we might not even know, and we might not get lucky. See, Nereus, look, it's got a value of $4.7 billion. Of course, they say the estimated profit would be 1.39, which doesn't seem that much, but if we're going to be mining something, why would we mine Earth? Because this whole, fossil fuels, whatever, it's dirty. By the way, we're using fossil fuels to mine everything right now. It's not viable to use electronic vehicles for mining. People don't actually connect that ever. But if we have the ability to mine asteroids, there's a lot of asteroids out there. Look at this. This one, Ryugu, is worth $82 billion. This one's $13 billion. We've got this, what was it? Psyche 16. Look at this. This one is I talked about this. It's worth $10,000 quadrillion. $10,000 quadrillion. That's insane. That's this really an incredible amount of wealth, but we don't have to mine Earth anymore. Doesn't that sound good? We should be thank you, Elon Musk, by the way, because he's really leading the charge on getting us into space, which I think is really important. Incredibly important. Anyway, all right. I just want to talk about that asteroid. No need to worry. No need to fear. It is kind of coming close. I just want to keep that conversation open about getting into space and inspiring younger generations to be excited about space and move us out there, because it's happening. We are in the era of shifting human beings into space, and it's very exciting. We've got the starships being worked on. We are going to be going to the moon. We're building a moon base. We're going to have a moon base in the next decade, which is just so cool to think about. We have companies that are building space hotels where you can actually just go into orbit and rent a room in a space hotel. This is actually happening. They have plans for concerts and restaurants that you get to look down on the moon, like Flossed in Paradise kind of vibe. Shout out to Fifth Element, one of my favorite movies. I also just want to show you guys, now that we're on the subject of space, this is a really cool image. This is the clearest ever photo of the sun. Look at this. Look at that. Now, of course, this is comprised of many images, but it is just beautiful. Look at this. Is our sun. This is where we get our energy from. This is what plants eat. They eat the light from the sun, and everything else eats those plants. Whether you're a meat eater, plant eater, whatever, it doesn't matter. Everything comes from that energy right there, the sun. It's the reason why it was my first tattoo. Actually, I always like to keep a little sunshine with me. Anyway. Look, guys, you guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's so good to be back. Really, really good to be back. So I can't express it enough. Chat, it's so cool to see you guys hanging out and chilling with me. I'm going to read some super chats. You guys are just, I just want to say thanks a lot. You guys are so cool. It's so great to see a good group of people showing up for me, even though I've been gone for a couple weeks. For those who don't know and weren't aware, I had COVID. And I beat it. I didn't take ivermectin or anything. I didn't take any sort of medicines. The only thing I took was ibuprofen, just a fever reducer. And I had a headache I had a pretty strong headache for about 4 or 5 days. And I was very, very tired. I still feel some of the tiredness. Just me saying I kicked COVID's butt, YouTube felt the need to put a COVID tag. Can you even see it? Is my face in the way? Here we go. They put a COVID tag underneath for some reason. They're instantly assuming I'm going to talk about COVID. I had it. All right. That's it. That's what I'm talking about, YouTube. I had it. I beat it. I feel amazing. It was really weird not being able to taste anything. That was really weird. But I am back and I feel fantastic. Thank you guys so much. I see a lot of people saying, great to see you. Glad you're back. Thank you guys so much. You guys are incredible. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. That is really funny. I think it's hilarious that I just said I kicked COVID's butt because it's true. I didn't even use anything. Natural immunity, baby. I got them antibodies. I got them in my blood. Pure blood, babes. Pure blood. That's right. Anyway, where was I? You guys are absolutely amazing. All right, let me, I thought I saw a super chat come in, and I don't see it anymore. I think it's Robert Wiles. You know how he does. Let me just jump over there real quick. I got to go to a separate window. 289. Can you guys imagine that? Robert Wiles with a $10 super chat says, I hope this makes Betty smile. Dana Francisco smile. Adam, I wanted to tell you and Quarter Black have helped and everyone here. I'm going to start my own business with my 3D printer going, making videos and merch. Oh, you got that 3D printer. Cool. Right on, man. Well, good luck. And thank you for that support. Appreciate that. Leonardo the Redacted says, I'm glad to hear you are doing better. Thank you very much. I am doing much better. Seriously, it feels fantastic to be able to taste. I can't express this enough how weird it was not being able to taste anything. It was weird, guys. It was a weird experience. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with my hair. It does its own thing. Oh, Mark Robershaw, how you doing, man? Says, oh my God, Adam survived. How rude of him. He's so mean. I can't believe he didn't suffer. It's not fair. My life sucks. So should his. The left. A quote from the left, obviously. And then he says, F the haters. Yeah, you know what? I never really got any of that. I never saw that. Maybe that's why YouTube put that on my video. Like they think I'm going to advocate for something, which I am not. I never was. Didn't advocate for anything. I just simply said I beat it myself. My body, my amazing human immune system. What an incredible thing our bodies are, right? I mean, I used to be a professional skateboarder. I still have scars. I don't know if you could see all these scars on my elbows. I mean, this is a newer tattoo. I used to have a line here, and I actually lost some of the tattoo. But I've got so many scars, and I remember watching these scabs appear after being bloody, and a week would go by, and I'd be watching my skin heal. I always thought that was an incredible thing. And then, this COVID thing hit me. And, it's really amazing to feel your body healing itself. Because it does. The human immune system is amazing. It really is amazing. I wonder if even saying that it might piss people off. Whatever. What am I supposed to do? Mr. Knox says, "Hey, you're back. We all missed you." Okay, now that sounds a bit like simping. LOL. That's all right. I appreciate you missing me, guys. I appreciate you coming and joining me and being back with me. You guys are fantastic. It's so good to be back. Of course, I'll be doing my show back Monday through Friday, normal time, 6:30 Eastern time. I'm going to try to have guests back on. We're going to continue Quarter Black Wednesdays. I love having Quarter Black on the show. Garrett is awesome. I want to help propel him up and doing his thing because he is a funny dude. I joined Friday Night Tights last Friday, which was a lot of fun. It was the first time streaming in a while. I really, really love that crew. Shout out to the Friday Night Tights crew. Nerdrotic, thank you so much for having me on. I really do appreciate that. The Geeks and Gamers guys, you guys are all fantastic. I really love that whole crew. They really embraced me as one of their own, and I just want to give a shout out to all of them. Thank you all so much. And then, of course, As Healed versus Babyface. You guys are all so great to include me. I am talking to a few other people to get on my show. Drunk 3PO might be joining me soon. He invited me, officially invited me to his show earlier today, which is really exciting. So we're going to do each other's shows soon. If you don't know Drunk 3PO, he's great. He had the luck to actually have dinner with Gina Carano, which is awesome. And really, really happy for them. Oh, and Red Eagle Politics. Was it Red Eagle? Hold on, I want to get the channel right. I just want to give a shout out because I'm really excited that he's back up and running. Where is it? Raging Golden Eagle, that's it. Raging Golden Eagle. I'm really excited to have his YouTube channel back. They deleted him for some BS. And this whole team that I was just talking about, that Umbrella guy, Yellow Flash, all these guys came together and we were all just talking about it, and they reinstated him. So it's really cool. Really happy to have them back. And yeah, I do hear that Kyle Rittenhouse is on You Are Here right now. I'm actually going to go jump right over and watch that show because I really do like Elijah and Sydney. They're fantastic. They had me on the show, and I was honored to be one of their guests, and now they got Kyle Rittenhouse on the show tonight, which is really cool. I'm going to get through some of these super chats. Gerald Armstrong says, "Did they give you the horse dewormer?" No, man, I did it all myself. All natural, baby. All natural. Big Floppa with a $10 super chat says, "Worst part about COVID is not being able to smell or taste the delicious freshness of Crigler coffee. Glad you're feeling better, and it was great seeing you on Friday Night Tights." Thank you very much, Big Floppa. Yes, I agree 100%. It is so nice being able to taste my coffee again. Honestly, I didn't even have any coffee. Yeah. Raging Golden Phoenix. Raging Golden Eagle. Yeah, Raging Golden Eagle. I'm really happy to hear that his stuff is being, or his whole account got reinstated. I guess he can't do anything for a week, but at least he's not deleted, so that's pretty cool. I got to get him on the show and talk about it. Brindor Rain, thank you for becoming a member. For those who are members, you can actually spin the actual UFO, the real and only UFO, the OG, the actual, the one and only Newport. Robert Wiles celebrating 12 months of a membership. Thank you so much for that support, Robert. Says, "Didn't have room in my first super chat. Be blessed, Adam." Yeah, I see this is a way to get off food stamps and Medicare. So thanks for giving me the courage. Good for you, man. Of course, you're referring to starting your business. Awesome, man. That's it. That's the energy right there. I love that. Mark G with the $10 super chat. Welcome back. Do you identify as a horse now, or will YouTube be upset? I didn't take anything. I didn't take any. I didn't take any. All I did was I had ibuprofen for about a week. I was taking it fairly regularly, basically because of the headaches that I was having. I had some pretty nasty headaches. It was hard to sleep because of those headaches. I didn't get much sleep that first week. But then the second week, it was more fatigue and this brain fog that I felt. I still feel it a little bit, but I did test negative about 3-4 days ago. So I'm pretty, I feel like I'm in the clear. I feel significantly better. It is great to feel better. I can't express that enough. Let's see. Minion celebrating 3 months as a member. Thank you so much. Says, glad to see you gave COVID a stone cold stunner. Good to have you back. Thank you so much, Minion. I appreciate that a lot. You know, I used to give my friends the Stone Cold Stunner. Also, the Tombstone. Undertaker was my homie. I really liked. He was my favorite wrestler when I used to be watching wrestling back in the day. Let's see. Vitamin D for me says, with a $10 super chat. Thank you, said. Bought 16 12-ounce bags of Crigler coffee to gift to family and coworkers. My whole house smells like coffee, and I'm looking forward to cracking open one of the bags for myself. Hashtag support your favorite YouTuber. Vitamin D for me. Thank you so much. That is so awesome. Thank you so much. Not only are you, supporting me, you're spreading the good Crigler coffee word around, and it really is good coffee. For those who don't know, Crigler coffee is roasted when you order it, not before. And so you're getting the freshest coffee that you can actually get. You can't get fresh coffee at the store. You go to the store, they have a best by date. Well, my coffee has a roasted by date or roasted on date. So you order it, we roast it, and then send it to you. So you might get coffee as fresh as 3 days old. Some people have hit me up and said, I ordered this 3 days ago and I just got it. It's the freshest coffee I've ever had. So definitely check it out, criglercoffee.com. And we also have American-made mugs that are really good mugs, if I do say so myself. Even cold is good. Man, good coffee. Thank you, Vitamin D, though. I appreciate that support. It's amazing. Benjamin Jansen celebrating 8 months as a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It says, glad you're well, Adam. I totally missed your takes on things. And the chat, of course, always. The chat, always. The chat. Chat, you are the best. It's good to see you back. And it feels so good to have such strong support, even after being gone for a couple weeks. At least this time I was able to post on the community tab and let you guys know that I wasn't streaming, because last time I wasn't streaming, I got a strike. In fact, people kept hitting me up, hey, did you get another strike? It's like, no, I'm actually just, I got the COVIDs, so that sucks. Hey, Nacho Business is in chat. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Really appreciate you, mate. And then, of course, my mom's in chat. Love you, Mom. One of my biggest supporters, if not my biggest. Mark G says, no, Biden, boycotting does not mean putting children on cots for you to sniff. Terrible, Mark G. Terribly funny, but terrible. Oh my gosh. Leonardo the Redacted again says, I got my Commodore's Reserve the other day. Had to buy a coffee grinder, but it tastes fantastic. Thank you so much. That's actually my current favorite blend, and I do appreciate you getting Commodore's Reserve because that one supports 22 Until None, which is a nonprofit that supports our veterans here in America, and I love supporting our veterans any chance I get. And Commodore's Reserve was created just for that. So thank you very much. You're not only supporting me, you're supporting veterans. I appreciate you. Robert Shaw says, Baldwin is digging that hole to China. Keeps digging. Oh my gosh. See, what I was saying about earlier, there's been so much that's happened over the past couple weeks. I mean, we got the Ghislaine Maxwell trial going down. We've got this SUV that killed a bunch of people, ran over a bunch, and then of course the person driving feels dehumanized because he killed a bunch of people, and people are not giving him credit. I guess they're pretty upset about that. Man, what else is going down? Trump wrote a book. It's like a top seller now. I kind of want to get it. I'll be honest. And then someone else created a book of Trump's tweets, which is I gotta get me that book, because you know that's just a gold mine of Trump tweets. I mean, man, a book of Trump tweets. It's it's good. I gotta get me that book. And then Baldwin, my goodness, his interview, the fakest interview I've ever seen. It's so bad. And the fact he's like, I don't feel guilty at all, which is insane. You don't have to be guilty, but you could feel guilty. Goodness sakes. Anyway, where am I at? Mark G with a $10 super chat says, 2022 is starting to look like 1936. A national communist dictator putting people in camps, planning on invading a smaller country, hosting the Olympics. Rest in peace, Taiwan. Man, the state of the world it's pretty crazy, right? I mean, man, the state of the world right now is pretty intense. It's pretty sad. Australia is going nuts. Austria is going nuts. Germany is going nuts. Man, Germany is... America's going nuts. Who am I kidding? They're making a database against who's vaccinated or not. Like, that's nuts. I'm not, by the way. I mean, I don't plan on it. Pure blood. Robert Shaw says, elections here next year. There's no decent option. That sucks. Robert Shaw, I know you're down in Australia, and I wish you well down there. Master Malrubius with a $20 super chat says, glad to see you back on your channel. Looking good. Happy you survived the coof. Master, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It does feel good to be back. I am very excited to know that I have a strong natural immunity now. And hashtag pure blood. Minion says, we need sensible people to create their own fact checkers to fact check big tech's fact checkers. You know what? I am inclined to agree with that. But how do we do it, right? How do we actually do that? Chef du jour says, welcome back, Adam. Did you get the phantom cigarette smells? Merry Christmas to you, your family, and the chat. Chef du jour, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Great to see you. Merry Christmas to you as well, and also to chat. I didn't get any phantom cigarette smells. I never even heard that was a thing. Yeah, I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit when I turned 30. I always told myself in my 20s that when I turned 30, I was going to quit, and I smoked for 15 years. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 15. I was young, and very grateful that I don't smoke anymore. My lungs feel fantastic. In fact, I never really dealt with any respiratory issues when I had COVID over the past couple weeks. It was more of headache and fever and exhaustion. So I feel like if I was a cigarette smoker, it would have hit me a lot stronger than it did. But I'm healthy. You know, I'm in my 30s. I feel very healthy, and I think that was a main reason why I was able to beat it. But yeah, never heard of the phantom cigarette smells. That's odd. Marvin says it's like a WWF match. It's just a work. It's like a WWF match. It's just a work. Wow, man, Marvin, I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to there, but right on. Thank you for that super chat. Bravo says, hey, Adam, glad you're back. What's your opinion on Stone Toss NFTs being taken down from OpenSea? I don't know, but people love complaining about Stone Toss, don't they? Yeah, I don't know much about it. Sorry, I don't have any opinion because I don't know. I don't like talk about things I don't know. So, Mark G with a $50 super chat. Mark G, thank you so much. That is incredible. He says, you know what's a real tragedy? Going a day without that great taste of Crigler coffee. Millions a day suffer from poor coffee experience. Roll that die and bring one lucky winner to salvation if this is still a thing. Of course it is. You guys know I got this die here still. Of course I do. All right, you guys know the deal. We've got a dice roll brought to you by Mark G. Mark G, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. This is for an actual bag of Crigler coffee. All you got to do is guess 1 through 20. I'm going to be watching chat. All right, first person to guess the number correctly, of course, has to be, unfortunately, in the continental USA because we don't ship overseas. Unfortunately, it is too expensive, and shipping overseas sucks. I've tried it a couple times. and have failed miserably every single time. MPOW123, you are the winner. It is 14. Congratulations. I'm very hyped to announce. I love seeing it when we've got someone I know in chat. MPOW, congratulations. You were the first person to guess 14. You got a bag of Crigler coffee coming your way, brought to you by Mark G. If you guys don't know the deal, all you got to do is email me at thecriglershow@gmail.com and let me know your information, and we got you covered. Very, very excited. Just going to mark that down. MPOW. Awesome, awesome. Congratulations. David Quesadilla said, with a $20 super chat, Quesadilla, how you doing? Great to see you, mate. Says, while you had COVID, I was in the ICU with sepsis on a ventilator for 8 days. Then sub-ICU for another 8 days. Any chance you could shout out our small side company to help us pay medical bills? Altered Sales. I don't know how to shout it out other than that. Altered Sales. I don't know how people can help you out, but I'm glad that you're out of the ICU. That really sucks. I don't know how you got sepsis, but it sounds terrible. I'm glad that you clearly have made it through the hump and made it out. So that is great to hear. Quesadilla, thank you for supporting me. And if you guys want to go support him, Altered Sales. I don't know how to shout it out other than that. Robert Shaw says, Biden goes in with a suplex on Z and hits the floor hard, but Z recovers and spear tackles Biden. The crowd is going wild at Clowntown. He continues, he says, Biden and Z are going back and forth. It's wild here. Oh, wait, what's that? It's Trump. Trump is here. He's running down. Double choke slam. You know, I actually have the DVD of WrestleMania that Trump appeared on. Someone actually sent it to me last year. Very, very cool. I actually haven't watched it, and I wonder if I could stream it somehow. That would be pretty cool. I would love to actually stream that. That would be pretty amazing. I got to figure that out. That was fun, Robert Shaw. Chef de Jour says, let's be real. Dems are jealous of the CCP. Dems really want to be able to black bag all of us that refuse to bend the knee. Pfft. You know what? I got to agree with you there, Chef. You know that they would. You know they would love that. Alpha Zero Omega celebrating 16 months. 16 months as a member. Alpha Zero Omega, thank you so much for that support. That is incredible. 16 months. Wow. Says, good to see you back. Strong and healthy as ever. Natural immunity trumps the Fauci ouchie. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not saying it is. That was just a super chat. It's weird I have to say that. I happen to agree with it, but I don't know if it's true. So I'm not a medical professional. I'm not stating anything of the sort. It's just so silly that I have to say that, don't it? Oh my gosh. But that is what I've read. All right, that supports that. My goodness. Anyway, thank you, Alpha Zero Omega. You're amazing. 16 months. Chef de Jour says, rumor has it, there's already a Dollar General on the moon. Oh, that's hilarious. Robert Shaw says, AI flown mining ships in space. I see it happening. Yeah, I see it happening too. Man, my beard. What do you guys think of my beard? I actually trimmed it up and like kind of made it more of like an actual beard. I got trimmed down my mustache a little. It was way obnoxious. But yeah, I kind of like have like an actual beard going. What do you think? Every time I shave the beard, someone gets upset in chat. Let's see here. Robert Shaw says, taste the sun. Praise it. Praise the sun. Bobcat celebrating 8 months as a member. Thank you so much. He says, have you looked into stellar lifting any? Isaac Arthur had a video on it. Why mine asteroids for heavy metals when we can extend the life of our star? Interesting. Stellar lifting. I don't know what that's about, but I do want to figure that out because that sounds really cool. I'm going to check that out, Bobcat. Robert Shaw says, it's because you use the word COVID, it's automatic. Yeah, probably. Just because it's in the title, I've got, that banner, whatever. Mazo gave me a little hot dog. Thank you very much, Mazo. Good to see you. Schlumpy celebrating 7 months as a member. Just smashed the like button a bunch of times. Thank you so much. And look at that. Amazing. We got over 1,000 likes. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing for smashing that like button for me. Seriously, you guys are all incredible. Let's see here. No, I'm not saying I've got a big beard, all right? I'm saying I have a beard, all right? I'm not claiming that I've got any sort of a big beard, all right, chat? I see you over there. Someone's like, yeah, you got a short beard. Yeah, I know. I don't have a big beard, but, you know, it's a beard. Is it not? Is it not a beard? Silly. Metastep celebrating 8 months as a member. Thank you so much. Says, glad you beat the coof. I knew you'd be okay. Still prayed for you. If you see my member badge disappear, it's because the new landlord raised the rent $300 a month. Wow. Metastep, that's all right. I appreciate the 8 months that you've been supporting me, and of course, you're always showing up for me for my show. So, you know, I appreciate that. Of course, that's amazing. And I'm gonna show that. Smash the like button over there. Appreciate that. Devil Dog Cog says Uranus. It's Uranus. All right. I don't know where that came from, but hilarious. MPow says, cheers to your recovery, Adam. Can't wait to see what you will talk about during the holidays. Perhaps a dive into a Christmas Carol. How many different Christmas Carol movies are there? It's like 10. There's so many. My mom is in love with Christmas. I don't know if you know this. She has hundreds and hundreds of ornaments on her tree. It's a beautiful tree, and you walk out into the living room and it's just Christmas land. And she was watching Christmas carols on a marathon, and every single time I walked in the room it was a different one. So thank you so much. So I appreciate that. Yeah, maybe, who knows? Deep dive. I haven't done a deep dive in a while. I need to do more. I got to do a Star Wars deep dive soon. Jason Dixon celebrating 16 months. Wow, Jason Dixon, thank you so much. Bro, I didn't know you were sick. I looked your Twitter over and over and found nothing. I was worried. Happy you are all right. Thank you so much, Jason. Yeah, I wasn't really tweeting. I was really kind of taking it easy and relaxing. But it is really good to be back. I appreciate it. Ryan says, as we speak, you're getting more live viewers than some official MSNBC podcasts. When you finish, should I hate watch or conserve brain cells? Now you should go check out You Are Here. Actually, I'm gonna jump over there right after this because they've got Kyle Rittenhouse on the show, and I really like Elijah and Sydney. I think they're gonna have a great conversation with Kyle. Of course, I'm gonna have some dinner as well. Jason Dixon says Baldwin has killed more people than Omicron. Oh my goodness, that is brutal. Robert Shaw says, I don't like mayo. Is that racist? Am I allowed? Yeah, you don't have to like mayo. Like, that's so silly. Even, it's such a silly question, dude. IWD celebrating 11 months. Thank you so much. Wow, it's amazing. Glad you recovered. I caught the coronavirus in 1989 and didn't recover my sense or smell until 2019. 30 years later? It was such a shock to get it back. I was disoriented for a while. 30 years? Are you serious? Like, did you... 1989. 30 years prior. Is that what you're saying? Because that's crazy. 30 years with no sense of smell? Wow. That would be nuts. Robert Shaw says, pull up that sun image. I want to touch it. I'll show you again. It is pretty amazing, this sun image. It is really beautiful. This is the most detailed picture of the sun ever. I don't know if you guys missed me talking about it earlier. Look at that thing. Can I zoom in really close to it? Nope. Well, that's weird. Anyway, look at that beautiful thing. Where was I? Man of Culture says, nice to see you back, Adam. Next time you say you overcame the Z variant, they skipped it to honor their CCP masters. I bet the algorithm won't see it. I can't believe they did that. They did it. It's true. They skipped over the Z variant and went right to the next one, Omicron, which is just ridiculous. Mr. Knox says, given that your mom loves Xmas, has she seen Bad Santa? I'm not sure. Hey, Mom, have you seen Bad Santa? Have you seen it? Let me know in chat. I know you're in chat. Tara Goodinson, celebrating 4 months. Thank you so much. Says, glad you're up. You're on the up and up. Thank you so much. It does feel good. I can't express how good it feels to feel good, right? I mean, feeling bad sucks. I don't want anyone to feel bad, and I feel great. So thank you for your kind words, guys. Seriously, you all are so amazing. Sean Jack with a $10 super chat says, glad you're back. Congrats on achieving natural immunity. Also recommend getting the whole bean coffee and a manual grinder. Electric can overheat at high RPM and change the flavor. Tastes amazing. Interesting. A manual grinder. You know what? I really should. I need to compare and contrast, because I've always had an electric grinder, and I never even thought about that. But you make a good point, and now I'm going to do that. My mom has said she has not seen Bad Santa. I have, in fact, seen it. It was okay. It's it's one of those classic movies. It's pretty good. Let's see, Allison says all variants are the Z variant. Ooh. No lies detected. Robert Shaw says, I'm a silly man. Yes, you are, Robert Shaw. Yes, you are. Zachary celebrating 14 months as a membership. Wow, thank you so much. Just simply said, I missed you. Well, pardon me. Thank you, Zachary. It is good to be back. I'm very excited. So thank you so much. Aladdin 10 with a $10 super chat says, missed you, Adam. Glad you're well. Thanks for reading chats. I really appreciate that. Well, of course. You guys come to support me not only by watching my show, but paying to talk to me. Of course, I'm going to read all your super chats. You guys are absolutely amazing. And for doing that, I appreciate you all. And that is my show. Those are my super chats. I am back. I will be back, of course, tomorrow, 6:30 Eastern time, same time, because I am feeling better, because I have officially beaten COVID-19. Yes. Natural immunity, baby. That's how I roll. All right, everybody, thank you so much. Oh, we got one more. Jay Kohler celebrating 3 months, just says, welcome back, Adam. Thank you, Jay Kohler. Appreciate you. All right, guys, that is my show. I will, of course, be back tomorrow here on The Crigler Show, 6:30 Eastern Time. Good night, everybody.